Hi guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today we fight against the 25, which is probably the best guild after us, obviously, in the game right now. And you will see that when you fight against that strong opponent, it is very frustrating and very difficult to make the Descent team to expect to win the fights. Let's see.
If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down. Let me down.
So, here is the first town that we fought. Here we can see that Casper did a very good job, and I also killed 3 different defense in this town. Let's check the battle record. This is something very great. You can look all the different fights made by your teammate or made by the enemy, and it can teach you a lot of different things. So we're gonna see the battle details. And here is the first fight. So I decided to play with a very tanky comp around Ain. I wanted her to survive, and I knew that I could probably not outspeed the enemy team, so I decided to play very tanky. I expected my Revenant Merlin to play, but as you can see, she didn't. Now, it should be okay because I survived to Caliban Archer. I decided to play with a lot of Frost champs because the only one real threat was the Flame Caliban Archer. So if I had the possibility to tank, then it should be the best option to expect to win against this defense. And as you can see, it is not too difficult to survive when you play a very tanky comp and against an offensive comp without that much debuff. So here's the first fight. We won it, and it was not that difficult. So when you play against Sirius, I recommend you to try to make a very tanky comp to at least survive to the first burst and then try to cleave after that the enemy played. And so this is what I did, and it works. It worked very well for me. Let's look now the second fight. So go back to there. Here is the second fight. So here I just decided to outspeed. This is why I picked Sirius, and I also played with a lot of accuracy, with a lot of hit accuracy, because I wanted to remove the shield, but as you noticed, I didn't remove the shield. But it doesn't mean that I didn't win the fight, because healed has very high effect resistance, and even if you play against some annoying Frostbrennan, for example, if you have a very high resistance, effect resistance on your hide, then you can expect her to resist to the taunt. Here he played with the Flame Relic, so I didn't have that problem. Now let's look the last fight for this town. So here I paused the fight to try to explain you everything that I did. So what do we have? Okay, I used Lancelot. You gonna need to have a very fast Lancelot, and I felt that I should be able to outspeed the Lancelot enemy simply because in this town, they don't have any speed boost. So you have to be careful about that, because if you fight against some town with a speed boost, then it's gonna be very difficult to outspeed anyone in the enemy team. It could be Lancelot, it could be Morgan or Sirius or even Vayla. So when you fight against the town without the speed buff, you can take the risk to try to outspeed. And I was not 100% sure, obviously, to outspeed the enemy team. This is why I decided to pick Galen with very high effect resistance. Because even if I didn't outspeed this guy, and if his Lancelot played first, and frost all of my team, then it should not be a problem, because my it would have been a problem because he's using Lancelot. So it means that you can't resist on the first skill. You have to be careful about that. I just understand that right now he used Lot with Lancelot. So it means that Lancelot, even if you have very high resistance, will land the different frost. So against that kind of configuration, you have to outspeed. If you don't outspeed, then you're gonna be frost by the Lancelot, and you're probably gonna lose the fight. But right here, I outspeeded him, and this is why it was not a difficult fight. Everything was about the speed. The fastest Lancelot, he's the Lancelot who won the fight. So this was the good part of this war. I won all of my fight here, but you will see that it's not gonna be that easy for the next tone. Specifically on this one, I didn't attack, but battle record, I think I attacked this one. Yes. Wouatsup, the Slava force have defeated the enemy. So battle details. It seems that I won. Yes. Okay, let's speak about this fight. I really like this configuration because against that kind of team, as I said on my previous video, when you got a player with Badwin, then just go for him, pick Tristan, and you will see that he's going to deal a lot of damage. As you can see, this town has the speed buff. So even if my lot is very fast, around 300 HE speeds, I think, it is not enough to outspeed Nikke. Nikke has a very good basic speed. So if you fight against Nikke on a speed stone, then you should not expect to outspeed. And it can be a problem because if Nikke plays first, then she will buff with the critical strike resistance, and it's gonna be very difficult for you to win the fight. He also using Badwin with very high speed, as you can see, but it is not a big deal when you use Tristan, because even if he buffs the team with the sharing the mage or with the defense buff, Tristan is supposed to counter that. I decided to use Lancelot against this team simply because Lancelot can put the Oblivion, and if you can land Oblivion on the enemy, then you will highly reduce the chance to lose, because she will not be able to trigger her passive, so she will not be able to trigger any counter attack. But it is a bit RNG because Badwin also has very good passive, and he can remove all of the abnormal effects in the team. So I have been a bit lucky there because I didn't land Oblivion on Badwin, so it means that he could have removed all of the different abnormal effects of his team. So in this game, whatever you're gonna do, it always has a big part of RNG. Here, Sarah. Sarah is an important champ, and in the clan war, you will not be able to use a few legendary comps on against everyone. And even if you could, it is probably not the best option. And Sarah, right here, can put the buff disruption. Buff disruption right here. So it means that from now, she will not be able to get any buffs. And this is very great in PvP because right here, she can't benefit from any buffs from Badwin or from Nikkei. And now we can use also Merlin. Merlin in Frost or in Flame Relic is very great champ because when you use the skill 3, you're gonna trigger the defense buff and it will help you to tank against a lot of different teams. Here he used the skill 3, but he has Oblivion, so it will not trigger the passive of Ain and he will not do any damage to me. And Beam right here, Tristan is doing the job. I killed his Ain and now it is game over for him. I just need to slowly kill all of the supports, all of the tank in his team, and it should not be a big deal. So we will wait and look at the Tristan show. I decided to swap for Nikkei. And bam, bam, bam. So I don't know exactly what happened there. Why? I mean, it shares the damage, but I just killed everyone very easily. I don't know what happened. Maybe it is normal. Maybe it's a bug. I don't know. I feel a bit surprised by the damage from Tristan. Tristan is a very decent damage dealer. Probably one of the best damage dealer in the game. It's totally underrated. I really like this champ, and I really like to use this champ. So what did we do? 4 fights, 4 wins. But from now, you will see that I tried. So here is the different buff. As you can see, this stone has attack speed of heroes deployed to foothold increase by 50%. This is a very annoying buff and it is very difficult to fight against anyone inside the town with the attack speed buff. You really need to adapt your team. You never know if you can outspeed or not. And even the very slow champ can totally surprise you, outspeed you, and your attack can easily derp because of that. Right here we also have the this town. We destroyed this foothold, but I think this one had the speed buff too. And here, this is where I fade battle record, battle details. What did I do? Right here. Okay, this one I won. I won this one. So five wins and 2 losses. Okay, yes, this was an easy fight. To be honest, it was my last attack, so I didn't have a lot of champs left. I decided to secure this fight and win this fight. Sometimes this is what you have to do, I guess. You don't have a lot of option at the end of the clan war and the last attacks. Most of the time you're gonna try to focus someone who's already weak and without that much champs left. So this is what I did. And battle details. So what did I do again? I lost against these guys. Okay, we will see why did I lose. What happened during this fight? So I decided to play with Wood Caliban Archer, some support with. Yeah, this is the. I start to don't have that much champs left, so this is not easy. I decided to use this guy because he has the possibility to remove the different control effects, and he's using Lancelot, so I needed someone to remove the frost from Lancelot, and you will see that I think it's gonna work. Claricin is very strong champ. So right here you can see that I removed all the different debuffs because of this guy, but sadly he has a very fast Caliban Archer, and well, even if he's not that fast, he benefits from the different buffs of the caster, and right here he just totally destroyed all of my champ. Even if I have Sigrun, I was not able to survive. So I don't exactly know what could I do here, so I guess sometime you're gonna need 1 or 2 different attacks to win the fight. So I decided to secure this fight and kill the Claricin, but because she is very annoying, she's the champ that will increase the attack gauge, but I feel that if I killed Lancelot, maybe I should also have killed Claricin, because you will see now I don't have any immunity to control effects, and Lancelot just gonna control my Caliban Archer and I will lose the fight. But if I killed Caliban Archer the Lancelot first, then I maybe could have swapped on Claricin and also killed her. But I think I misplayed there. Another misplayed, but it's more like I didn't expect this guy to outspeed me, but as you can see, he outspeeded me and he just destroyed my team very easily. This is why you need to look attentively the different buffs on the town, and even if you feel that you have a lot of speed, the town can give like a 50 boost of speed, so you will not be able to outspeed anyone in the speed town. And even if he's playing with very slow champ, you will maybe not have the possibility to outspeed the slowest champs in the game. So this is why you really have to play carefully. And most of the time, if you fight against a town with the speed buff, then you should just try to play defensively. So this is all I have for you guys in this video. Now people attacked my different defenses, so I can't speak about the defenses. But if in another fight, another clan war, someone attack my defenses, then I'm gonna explain you, and we will look attentively what happened during the fight and how can we optimize the different defenses during clan war. So this is all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed to see my video. Hope you learned a lot about clan war, and I will keep doing video like that against the different opponents. And as I said, I think the 25 is the best clan in the game right now after us, and if we can win against them, then I think that we should be able to be first this season. Let me know about you, what happened in your clan, against who you got some problem, and what are the different teams that you use during your fight. Bye bye guys, enjoy the game, see you soon.